I saw people thanking Delhi police for the cardio, people asking Rakhi Sawant to become the prime minister of this country, and people asking Ejaz Khan to become the education minister. And the funnier thing was, he was explaining how he can't become one. Poor guy. The memes that came out of this protest was so funny that even if you don't want to be part of it, you could not help yourself. I could not help but to consume more than create for these past 2 weeks. I did not create shit for these past 2 weeks. I was consuming so hard and at the same time going on such a bad self doubt spiral because I can never compete with this kind of an entertainment and this kind of creative minds. I saw a 19-year-old boy explaining the roles and responsibilities of state machinery. He was doing it and he was explaining it so well and he was so articulate. It was as if he does it for living. When I was 19, for me, state meant the state of Maharashtra or the state of Kerala. But this new generation is so well informed and so unpredictable because I also saw a guy explaining four pillars of democracy and end it with tum dum tadao. Yeah. Last to last week, I uploaded an episode on Friday at around 7 p.m. No, exactly at 7 p.m. And normally, if I have to upload an episode on Friday, I record it on Thursday. Uh, Thursday evening, I finish my recording, and after I finished this recording, I realized that the mic was on mute the entire time, and I have no words to explain what I was going through in my head at that point of time. But anyways, I do what everyone does these days whenever they are faced with such kind of a predicament. I go to ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT, what do I do now? She goes, it's been a long day. You just finished your work and then you're recording, and then all of this happened. So relax, sleep, record tomorrow. It only takes an hour maximum. It sounded reasonable. So Friday comes the deadline day. I recorded again, but this time there was some settings which was not right, and I sounded like a broken speaker. फटा हुआ स्पीकर जैसा आवाज था मेरा वो टाइम पे. So I recorded again, and then I edit it, which is, by the way, it's not even editing, it's just PowerPoint presentation. It's just basically I'm stitching images to my voice. So I'm giving voice over images. Anyways, then I upload it at exactly at 7 p.m. Zero views. That episode had zero views because the entire internet was glued to Sonam and the CJP protests. And I'm not going to lie over here. I'll be honest with you. Even I did not give a damn about my podcast for that moment. On Saturday, even I was glued to the news. I wasn't refreshing YouTube to check my views if my views had increased. I was refreshing the news. Any update about Sonam? What happened to the CJP protest? Because there were so many players. There were so many players in this entire fiasco that happened. There was, of course, the government, the CJP guys, the state machinery, and the opposition. And you never knew what could happen because this entire thing was unpredictable. No one predicted what could happen next, and no one predicted the end at all. So everyone was glued, everyone was invested. What is going to happen next? And so was I. And I did not give a damn about my podcast for that day and for the entire last week. And most of the traffic on my channel comes on Saturday and Sunday. And they picked up Sonam on Saturday, I believe. And of course, my views are not going to increase. And they're not going to increase. It didn't even move from zero. I think even I did not watch my own on my own upload on my own video because I was confident that it's gonna work. So, anyways, that's a different thing. I'm not gonna digress. So there I was. I was feeling bad for Sonam, but I was also feeling bad. There was some part of me. I would be lying if I would say that okay, there was no part of me which was not feeling bad about zero views. But at the same time, I was also feeling bad or worse for Sonam. I always wanted to start a podcast. It's been in my mind for past 5 to 6 years or more than that now. But when you think of a podcast, the first thing that comes to your mind is two people talking, right? There has to be two people who are having a conversation with each other. And I searched for the second person forever for these past 5 to 6 years, and no one agreed. So to the end, I said, fuck it. I'll start my own podcast. And in the beginning, I actually loved it. I looked forward to recording actually. I could not wait to sit in front of my phone. But then along the way, something changed. I bought a mic, for God's sake. This recording became a chore. I wasn't thinking about what to talk about anymore. I was thinking about views, thumbnails, retention. Somewhere along the way, the scoreboard actually became more interesting than the game. And then this protest happened. And I don't know about what it says about this generation, but they are absolutely unhinged. I saw people detained in police vans and they were still making reels. Everybody knows I'm a good girl, officer. We all saw that. I'm pretty sure, unless you're not living under a rock or you're not on internet, even you must have seen this. And who thinks of that? My generation, at least the millennial or the baby boomers or anyone, could not think of it. And I'm sitting at home in the meantime, and I'm upset because my video on YouTube got like 0 views or 12 views or 24 views. They are getting arrested and clocking. And I'm getting emotionally arrested by YouTube Studio. That's embarrassing. So screw it. Screw it. I'm stealing that one thing from Gen Z. That attitude. Make it, upload it. If people watch, good. If they don't watch, tum dum tada. Make another one. And thank you, Gen Z. I'll probably never be as entertaining as you, but I'm a millennial, so I'm the generation which adapts and which has seen a lot of ups and downs. I mean, I myself, I'm at a point where I teach my parents how to use Google Pay and at the same time help my 20-year-old nephew to build a gaming PC, to configure a gaming PC. So I don't know. I'm sorry to make this a TED talk, but again, fuck it. It was only towards the end that I made this a TED talk, but fuck it. You know what? If you like it, then please let me know. Please let me know what you think about all of this. Because, as I always say, and as this channel's name says, I could be wrong. My name is Prateek, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is